Now let us try to understand how can we write an expression for a current through a resistor. Okay, so let us consider a resistor R. So this is a resistor R. Okay, so the terminals are having a potentials V and V1 and V2, and current will flow from higher potential to lower potential. That means the current, let us assume V1 is high potential, V2 is lower potential. So the current is I. So we can write the current I equal to V by R according to Ohm's law. Okay, you know Ohm's law, right? So according to Ohm's law, we can write I equal to V by R. Okay, so now the I equal to V is nothing but potential difference here. The potential difference between terminals of resistor. That means V1 is higher potential minus V2 by our resistance value. So this is how we are going to write a current. Okay, now let us take one example how to write expression for current at a node. Okay, so let's assume this is a node, this is a node A, and let us consider a 10 volts is having, the node is having a 10 volts of voltage. Okay, and here the terminals are having plus 6 volts, minus 4 volts, and here let us assume it has it is 10 volts. Okay, 10 volts. So for 10 volts there will be no current, right? So let us assume it is 0 volts, and the resistor is 10 ohms, here it is 2 ohms, and here it is 2 ohms. So now let us try to understand how can we write the currents here. Okay, so let us assume 3 currents. So as the potential at point node A is higher, so the current will leave from node, okay, that will be I1, this current will be I2, and this current will be I3. We can assume the currents may enter the node. Okay, so we can also assume it. Okay, now let us try to write the expression for current I1. So I1 current is nothing but I1 is leaving from node A and going towards 6 volts. That means the terminal voltage at this node is 10 volts and this terminal voltage is 6 volts. That means we can write the expression for current through this 2 ohms resistor as I1 equal to 10 volts minus 6 volts by 2 ohms. That will be 4 by 2. That will be 2 amperes. So the current I1 is 2 amperes. Okay, so now let us find I2 here. So I2 is leaving 10 volts, that is 10 minus, what is the terminal voltage here? Minus 4. So that will be minus 4 by resistance 2. That will be 10 plus 4 by 2. That will be 14 by 2. So I2 is equal to 7 ampere. Okay, so similarly you can find the I3 here. So I3 is current leaving from 10 volts to 0. So that will be 10 minus 0 by the resistance is 10. It will be 10 by 10. That will be 1 ampere. So this is how we can find the currents at a node. That is I1 is 2 amperes and I2 is 7 amperes and I3 is 1 ampere. Okay, so let us proceed with a problem to verify KCL. So this is how we are going to perform. We are going to find currents across a node. Okay, now let us proceed for a problem. Thing here to remember is, so let us consider there are 2 batteries, okay, connected in series like this. Okay, these are 2 batteries, voltage sources, minus plus and minus plus. Okay, so here you can see that the positive terminal of one battery is connected to negative terminal of second battery. Okay, that means let us assume this has voltage V1 and it has the voltage V2. So the overall voltage for this combination will be replaced with one voltage source with effective voltage V equal to V1 plus V2. So this means the positive terminal is connected to negative terminal, means the voltage will be added up. Okay, so that will be V equal to V1 plus V2. So there is another configuration, that means, so the positive terminal is connected to a positive terminal, and here you can see V1, this is V2. Okay, minus plus minus plus. Okay, so the overall voltage will be minus plus if that will be difference. That means the voltage will be subtracted. V1 difference V2. So if V1 is higher, there will be positive voltage. If V2 is higher, that will be negative voltage. Let us take one example. So here I have an example. I am going to take one example. Okay, so here this is a series combination of voltage sources having 10 volts minus plus and here having 5 volts minus plus. So the overall combination can be replaced with one voltage source having the voltage of, here the plus is connected to plus, and here you can see the overall combination can be replaced with one voltage source whose value is difference of both the voltage sources. That will be 10 minus 5, that will be 5 volts. So I can replace one 5 volt source here. Okay, so this is how we are going to perform. If we have another series connection of voltage sources, this is 5 volts, this is 10 volts. Okay, so this is plus minus plus plus minus. Okay, so the voltage will be subtracted, and here the overall voltage can be replaced with this. That means because here the 10 volts terminal is positive terminal is higher compared to 5 volts terminal. That means the terminal will be same as the higher voltage. Here the terminal will be same. This is our higher voltage. Okay, the terminal of overall voltage source will be same as the higher potential. That means the overall voltage will be equal to 10 minus 5, which is equal to 5 volts. Here this is plus, this is minus. In this example, we have taken the higher voltage source as minus and plus. Here you can observe this. In this example, this was minus, this was plus, but in this example, the first terminal is plus, second terminal is minus. We have to take the higher potentials terminals, okay, as the overall voltage source. Okay, here this is higher potential, so I have replaced the same with the overall voltage source. Okay, this is about voltage. Hello students, now let us try to understand KCL using some examples. Okay, so here we know that KCL is the algebraic sum of all currents at a junction or node is equal to 0. Okay, so now let us have a problem so that you can understand the concept clearly. So I am taking a network. So let us take 2 ohms, 6 volts. So this is a network consisting of 2 voltage sources, 6 volts and 4 volts, and 1 current source, that is 2 amperes, and 2 resistors. Okay, so we have to find the currents in each branch here. Okay, so we have to apply a KCL at node A. Okay, so let us apply KCL at node A. So that will be, so let us assume the currents are leaving from point A, so that the direction will be away from our node A. So the KCL, for KCL to be applied, we need to assume a voltage V is available at point A. Okay, so let us write, this is I1, this is I2, and this is I3. Okay, so according to KCL, the sum of currents at a junction equal to 0. So let us write I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0 according to KCL. Okay, so what is I1 here? I1 is nothing but potential difference between our node A and earth. This is called earth. Okay, this is common point. This is called ground or earth. So now let us write I1 equal to potential difference between V and ground. That is V minus, here it is V minus plus 6 volts. That means V minus plus 6 volts is the potential difference by resistance. That is 2 ohms. I is nothing but V by R, right? So voltage is, this is potential difference. Okay, the potential difference between A point and 6 volts, that is V minus plus 6 volts, because the terminal here is plus and minus. Okay, so the first we get is plus terminal, that is V minus 6 by 2. This is our I1, that is V minus 6 by 2 ohms. This is our I1. Okay, now let us try to understand what is I2. So you can see here I2 is going away from the point A, node A. So but the actual current direction is opposite to our I2. That means I2 is minus of 2 amperes. Okay, so I2 is minus 2 amperes. Let us write I3. So similarly I3 is going away from the node. That means the starting point will be V minus plus 4 volts, because the terminal is plus and minus, by resistance 2 ohms. Okay, so that will be V minus 4 by 2 ohms. Okay, if we can find this voltage at this node A, we can find the currents. Okay, so that is our aim here. Okay, so let us apply from equation 1. Let us consider it is equation 1. So from equation 1, what can we write? I1 plus, so what is I1? V minus 6 by 2 plus, what is I2 here? I2 is minus 2 amperes plus I3 is minus plus V minus 4 by 2, which is equal to 0. Okay, so let us try to find V here. Okay, so I am rearranging the expression. That can be V by 2 minus 6 by 2 minus 2 plus V by 2 minus 4 by 2 equal to 0. So I am taking V common, so that will be 1 by 2 plus, here we have one term 1 by 2. So the rest I am taking away out of the equation. That is 6 by 2 plus 2 plus 4 by 2. Okay, so if I can rearrange this, that will be V into 1, 3 plus 2 plus 2. So V here equal to, how much it is? 7 volts. Okay, so the voltage at point A is 7 volts. If you get this 7 volts, you can find I1. So what is I1 here? I1 is nothing but V minus 6 by 2. Okay, so what is V? V is 7 volts and 6 minus 2, that will be 1 by 2. This is 0.5 amperes. This is our I1. So let us find I2. So I2 equal to V minus 4 by 2. So V is 7 here, minus 4 by 2 equal to 3 by 2, that is 1.5 amperes. Okay, and we know that This is I3, right? This is I3. So we know that I2 equal to minus 2 amperes. That means I1 minus I2 plus I3. So sorry, I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. So let us verify this. I1 is 0.5 and I2 is minus 2 amperes plus I3 is 1.5. This must be equal to 0. You can see this 1.5 plus 0.5 is 2, minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, so this is nothing but KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. That is the algebraic sum of currents at a node or junction is 0. Okay, so this is one example for KCL. Let us go to the problem. So this is our problem. Okay, so let me consider this as node A and let us assume a voltage V is available across our node V. Okay, so let us assume the currents are leaving the node, so that will be I1, I2 and I3. Okay, so let us write I1 equal to, what is I1 here? I1 can be written as, I1 is leaving from node A, so that will be V minus our 2 volts. Okay, so that will be V minus 2 volts by resistance is 3 ohms. Okay, similarly I2 can be written as, I2 is leaving from node A and going towards 1 volts, that will be V minus, here you can see the terminal is minus and plus, so we are getting minus first, so that will be V minus terminal, that is minus 1 volts by 4 ohms. Okay, that will be I2, that is I2 equal to V plus 1 by 4. Okay, so I3, similarly I3 can be written as, I3 is leaving from node A and going towards positive 3 volts supply, so that will be V minus 3 by 6 volts. So this is I1, I2, I3. Okay, now let us take it into another page. So I am going to write it as, so I1 equal to V minus, so what was that? V minus 2 by 3, V minus 2 by 3, and I2 is V plus 1 by 4, I think V plus 1 by 4, and I3 is V minus 3 by 6. Okay, so these are the currents. So according to KCL, what is KCL? The sum of all currents at a junction equal to 0. That means I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0. So let us try to understand this. So let us find V first. So for that I am going to substitute all the I1, I2, I3 values into this expression. That will be V minus 2 by 3. This is I1 plus V plus 1 by 4. This is I2 plus V minus 3 by 6. This is I3 equal to 0. Okay, so we can write as V by 3 plus V by 4. I am writing the V separately. V by 6 plus minus 2 by 3 plus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 6 equal to 0. So I am taking the V common here. That will be 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6, and I am taking the remaining terms to opposite other side of the equal. That will be 2 by 3 plus 3 by 6 minus 1 by 4. Okay, so the V will be, I am taking the LCM here, 12. That will be 12. It will be 4 3 plus 2. This the same will be, that will be 4 into 2, that will be 8 plus 6 into 2, that will be 6 minus 4 into 3, that will be 3. Okay, so you can cancel out the same denominator here. Okay, so V will be V into 10 here, sorry 9, right? V into 9, 8 plus 6 is 14 minus 3 is, okay, so that will be V equal to 11 by 9. So this is the voltage at terminal node A. So using this we can find I1 equal to V minus 2 by 3, that will be 11 by 9 minus 2 by 3, which equal to 11 minus 18 by 27. Okay, this is nothing but minus 7 by 27. So I2 will be V plus 1 by 4. So V is 11 by 9 plus 1 by 4, that will be 11 plus 9 by 4 into 9, that will be 20 by 36. And similarly I3 equal to V minus 3 by 6, that will be 11 by 9 minus 3 by 6, that will be 11 minus 27 by 54, that will be minus 16 by 54. Okay, so if you can rearrange this expression, if you are going to prove the KCL, right, I1 plus I2 plus I3 should be equal to 0. So that will be I1 is minus 7 by 27, I2 is 20 by 36 plus I3 is minus 16 by 54. This must be equal to 0 according to KCL, right?